Yo, what's up guys, and welcome back to Beamer's Game Lab. Today, we're going to go over how to effectively use Hawkeye in Marvel Rivals. I will be posting a video for every single character in the game, so feel free to check those videos out as they come for a quick guide to every character in Marvel Rivals. I'm also going to leave a little timestamp thingy up in the top right corner right now if you want to check out that playlist, so feel free to click on that and go give that a divvy. Along with details of each character and their roles in the game, I'm also going to give a small bit of lore provided by marvelrivals.fandom.com and my own personal ranking at the end. If you want to skip ahead, feel free to use the timestamps down below, but more importantly, if you want to get better at Marvel Rivals or you just enjoy the content, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. If you have any questions or tips for me, I read every comment, so make sure to leave them down below. And with that, we're going to jump straight into the lore for Hawkeye, once again provided by marvelrivals.fandom.com, along with all the facts here in today's video, so feel free to go check them out on your own. Clint Barton is one of the greatest marksmen alive. He may not have superpowers, but his natural ability to hit virtually any target earned him a place among Earth's mightiest heroes. As Hawkeye, he's been known to take down entire enemy fleets with nothing more than a quiver full of arrows. For a time, Clint distanced himself from the Avengers, setting off on a quest for vengeance as the assassin called Ronin. He returned to the fold older and wiser, just in time to infiltrate Hydra's Urbis base and rescue the captured Winter Soldier. And now we're going to jump into Hawkeye's moves and abilities. If you guys do want to see his rating, make sure to stick around to the end of the video where I give you that. And if you guys like the content, make sure to leave a like and consider subscribing. Hawkeye's primary is called Piercing Arrow. It's a powerful arrow. This is a charged projectile with an arched trajectory. The minimum charge time is 0.7 seconds, so you can charge this. 0.7 seconds is the minimum time that you can charge this before letting off your shot. The damage is between 8 and 80. The maximum damage is achieved after 9.9 seconds of charging. So if you're just flicking off shots, you're not really going to get a lot, but you're going to charge your shots up at a second or more. So I think 0.9 is the max then. If you're going to charge it up to 0.9, it can give you up to 80 damage, which is a lot of damage. I know he's a damaged character, so I don't have to tell you this, but man, is that a lot of damage for that quick of speed, and the range on it. Almost infinite. I mean, it's not, I don't think it is, but the ammo is infinite. It's one at a time. It does have critical hit, and the projectile speed is 120 to 180 meters per second, the maximum speed being achieved after that 0.9 seconds of charging. So it's a very fast projectile too. Good luck dodging this. It makes it much easier to hit people with as well because it is such a fast projectile. I'm not saying it's not hard to hit though, because if you play him, you might come back and get mad at me because I told you he was super easy to hit shots with. He's not. And on top of that, it slows you down 30% while you're charging your bow. So he is a little hard to land shots with. At the same time, he's a bit easy to get hit with because while you're charging up, you're walking slow. Hawkeye's secondary, or really just his second type of ammo, is called Blast Arrow. This shoots 3 explosive arrows. It's a horizontal type of attack, so there are 3 horizontal arrows. The ability type is arced projectiles that generate a spell field upon impact. That spell field is explosive damage. 20 damage per projectile, and then 25 damage for the explosive spell field. The charge is 3 seconds on this, so it's a lot longer of a charge compared to the regular arrows. The cooldown is 0.5 seconds before you regain another arrow. The range is a 3-meter spherical radius, so that is the range of the explosions, not the arrows. The projectile speed is 60 meters per second. The spread angle is 18 degrees, so the arrows spread apart at 18 degrees from each other. The farther away you're shooting at, the farther apart they're going to have time to spread. And once again, you have a slow rate while charging, and this is by 30%. Hawkeye's ultimate ability is called Hunter's Sight. Capture after images of enemies in his view. Damage dealt to an after image is transferred to the corresponding enemy. The duration on this is 10 seconds. The after image generation interval is 0.5 seconds, and the after image duration is 3 seconds. So it takes 0.5 seconds for the after image to pop up, and the after image is there for 3 seconds. The energy cost is 3,700, so it's expensive. It takes a while to regain. I have to say it's a pretty freaking good ability. I can't say it's a top tier ability. You guys are going to yell at me because you think I'm saying it's a bad ability. I'm definitely not calling it a bad ability. It is good. It's a bit expensive, but I'm more so just putting it in the middle rather than calling it good or bad. Hawkeye's first ability is called Crescent Slash. Unsheath a katana and slash forward, launching up enemies hit. This is a melee type ability. It does 40 damage with a 15-second cooldown and a minimum distance of 8 meters in order to hit your enemy. This does launch the enemies up as it said. It is literally just a swinging sword slash, a horizontal swing. It's 1 slash per ability, 15-second cooldown. It's a pretty good ability because it gets enemies away from you. I want to argue with the cooldown because 15 seconds is a kind of long time, but if you need to use this, like, I'm not saying just because you're using it, but if you find yourself needing to use this in order to save yourself more than 15 seconds at a time, you're doing something wrong. I suggest backing up or maybe moving around more. I think 15 seconds is a pretty good cooldown for this one. On to Hawkeye's second ability. This is called Hypersonic Arrows. Shoot a hypersonic arrow, dealing 2 instances of damage to enemies in its path and afflicting them with slowness. This ability can knock down flying heroes. Really good against Iron Man. This ability type is a straight line projectile that is accompanied by a spell field. It does 50 damage per hit. The duration is 1 second. Cooldown is 12 seconds, so once again, not too bad. The projectile speed is 150 meters per second, so it's extremely fast, and the slow rate goes up to 40%, so it slows you down a decent amount. Another ability of Hawkeye is called Ronin Slash. Swing a wakizashi to strike frontal enemies, deflecting all incoming projectiles. Please, everyone yell at me, I don't know how to say that word. Ability type, melee, maximum distance, 3 meters. The special effect on this is this ability cannot block explosions or effects created by projectiles on hit. Hawkeye also has a jumping ability. This is called Skyward Leap. Perform a double jump in the direction of the movement you are making. This is a cooldown of 6 seconds, and it is exactly what it sounds like. Onto Hawkeye's passive. This is called Archer's Focus. Aim at an enemy to improve focus, enhancing the damage inflicted by piercing arrow. Damage is 0 to 80. The maximum damage is achieved after 0.9 seconds of aiming. There are critical hits, and the special effect is that it applies bonus damage to the base damage of piercing arrow. So that 0 to 80 is bonus damage. It's not, if you're wondering why the 0 to 80 is the same as the other one, it's bonus damage on top of the piercing arrow. Hawkeye's team up ability is with Black Widow. It's called Super Sensory Vision. Hawkeye can share his hunter's sight with Black Widow, enabling her to catch sight of and damage after images of enemies. The team up bonus also is 20% damage boost. The thing I love most about this passive ability is that Black Widow is actually better at attacking the after image 90% of the time than Hawkeye is. So I think that if Black Widow has Hawkeye on her team, it actually increases Black Widow's skill level by a lot. It makes her at least a tier better, maybe even it makes it up there for sure, because she can jump in after the after images and just kick their butt. With that being said, guys, it is time for my own personal ranking on Hawkeye, and I am going to give Hawkeye an A rank. I really like Hawkeye. I think there's some things that could be better. Maybe a quicker ultimate. The slowdown time on that is kind of slow, or maybe making the ultimate a little better since it has such a long cooldown time. Once again, guys, I know you're going to do it anyway, but you don't have to yell at me in the comments. I do think the ultimate ability is good. I just don't think it's overpowered by any means or top tier or stands out from the rest. It's just a good ultimate. I really like the crescent slash. It's good for getting enemies away from you. I think a problem with some ranged enemies is once people get in on them, they have no way of expelling those people back to the ranges where they're most effective at. So I think Hawkeye does a really good job at this. If you like using bow and arrow, which I do, you're really going to love Hawkeye because it's just all different kinds of bows and arrows. And I like the skyward leap as well. Huge for movement, get you out of places. 6-second cooldown is plenty enough time. If you're needing to run away quicker than every 6 seconds, maybe pick a different character. I don't think you're going to do very good with Hawkeye. The passive is more so good for Black Widow, but Hawkeye's already such a good character that you're just going to play him whether Black Widow's on the team or not. So when she does play, it just makes things that much better. So I definitely think that Hawkeye is an A rank character. That is all I have for Hawkeye. Make sure if you guys enjoyed the content to leave a like and consider subscribing. If you guys have any questions for me or tips or even just some future video ideas that you might have for me, make sure to leave them down in the comments below. I do read every single one, so I would love to hear from you. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next for Hella.